Hello, my name is Carlina Takara Prophet, and I am an RA at Georgia State University's Piedmont North Housing Residence Hall, and this is my senior year, journalism major, and minoring in music management.
All right, Carlina, here's a couple of questions for you. What is your personal philosophy or definition of leadership?
Um, my personal definition of leadership is having the ability to be able to take charge and at the same time being able to work with others and having a quality of motivation.
And how did you first get involved on campus?
I first got involved on campus with a group called VOP, Vineyard of Praise. It's a gospel choir with within Georgia State, and that was the first opportunity that I had to get involved in an organization. As far as my leadership ability, I'm thinking about it now. I began to work with our organization. They had a praise team that would sing before our actual rehearsals, and so that gave me an opportunity to be able to do something that was outside of the box, because I wasn't just a person who sung in the choir, but I also was a person that they called on to do more work as far as singing. So yeah. Later on, I worked with another organization, which was the Rialto Student Ambassadors, and that was my sophomore year.
Carlina, what skills do you believe are important to be an effective leader, and why?
Somebody has to be able to work with people, because communication is key. In order to be a leader, of course, you're going to have people that are following you. So you've got to be able to see what it is that they have views and opinions about. Take those things, and then with you being in a leadership position, be able to make decisions that are going to be positive on behalf of yourself and the group holistically.
All right. Who is your leadership role model or mentor?
At this point, I really would like to have someone that I could consider to be my mentor, but there are a good number of people who I feel represent leaders to me, and it kind of revolves around the different areas of my life. When it comes to me being a person who likes to inspire and uplift people and all of those good things, I take from my pastors at my church, so they've been good people for me. When it comes to my career life, as far as me wanting to go and know what things I need to know in order to be able to have a successful career and go into a career and find a job pretty much after I graduate. My advisor here at Georgia State, he's actually my professor too, and he's of course my professor, so I'm learning a lot of stuff from him, but also being able to meet with him and talk about things that I can do to make myself more marketable when it comes to internships and taking on those opportunities, then he's a good go-to person for me. Having other people who are involved in my other interests, like I'm Rialto Student Ambassador, so with doing that, my advisor, she is a person who has a lot of knowledge, even about the field that I want to go into.
What are some of the things you do in your role as a student leader?
Some of my roles, pretty much at this point, I have a few things that I've stuck to, because I think when you're going to be a leader, you don't need to overextend yourself to where you're doing too much. But I have this position, which is being an RA for housing, which requires a lot of me. We have over 60 residents. So on the floor that I live on, I'm kind of keeping accountable and making sure that people are okay on my floor. So I play that role of a leader, as a role model to them, as a motivator to them, as a person who gives them a contact to the university. It's a lot of things that go into just that one position. With me being a senior and a journalism major, I started my own radio show. So this is kind of like, I have people who are residents and other people who I know are journalism majors, and they look up to me to say, oh, okay, she's actually doing some things with something that she's interested in. So those are just a few things that make me a leader.
What has been your biggest challenge and accomplishment as a student leader?
My biggest accomplishment. I think my biggest accomplishment is my biggest accomplishment is really just being a role model and knowing that the people who I've encountered, my residents, have someone who they can look up to, and even people who are no longer my residents and they just see me throughout campus. There's an impact that I was able to make in their lives, and they have respect for me. And so to be able to see that and to know that that some of the things that I've said have helped them along their path, and they know that they can contact me. I had a resident who, well, she once was my resident, and she contacted me the other day just to see if I knew somebody who knew information about something she had a question about, and to know that, oh, she knows she can still reach out to me if she's needing anything, and now it's past the time of me being her RA, to know that I'm still an available source. That makes me feel good. New student leaders, just be excited and be organized. Is it one word that you need from me, or a couple words?
Okay.
So I probably could give you a list, but be excited about being a leader and realize that as a leader you're taking a risk, because you're going to have moments where people aren't going to like you. There will be moments where you're going to be fun and the person that they love to be around, and there will be moments where you'll have to be an enforcer to say, hey, this is the way that things are going to operate, because part of your leadership is being able to determine which direction you're going to go in. Part of you being a leader is determining what is wrong and what's right, and being able to let that person know, hey, this is not the way to go. So realize that you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulder. Be organized, have yourself together, be prepared for whatever comes your way, things that you may not be expecting. Be open to what other people have to say. Be open to realizing your own mistakes, and also don't be afraid to fail, because you have to go through a lot of failures before sometimes you'll get to that place of success. But realize that you can be a successful leader, and I believe everybody has a purpose in their life where they're going to be in a position to where they have to lead. So just take it on with a lot of excitement.
All right. Well, thanks, Carlina.
Thank you.